Okay, so we're back. So in this video, I'm going to go over my six-figure sales letter template. So really simple. You guys should be able to download this below. This is it. This is the sales letter that is responsible for, I don't know, I've lost count of how many JVZoo and WSO of the days. But this is also, I would say, for selling a $20 product, this is, I don't think it gets better than this. So this, I'm going to walk you through the template, and at the same time, I'm going to show you by example, because I think the best way to teach is with example sales letter that I use this template to write. So here's how it works. I start off all my sales letters with a pre-head, which basically states the problem and calls out the audience. So, have you ever seen the commercials like "Attention, women looking to lose weight"? Attention, men over 40 who are balding. On the radio, they do that because that's a call out. So essentially, what we want to do is with the pre-head, we want to state the big problem to call out the audience, or we can just call out the audience. I like to state the problem, but you can do like attention golfers. So if you look at the sales letter that are for Alex, it's still struggling to make any real money online. Really simple. Calls out the problem. If they're looking to make any real money online, they know they're in the right spot. Then I go into this headline, which what I like to do, especially in a competitive market like I am, is use this headline formula, which is a unique hook plus a grabber word, and then how to, big benefit in wide time with an XYZ mechanism. So let me explain to you what I mean by that. So unique hook. I just want something here that is sort of an incongruent juxtaposition. It's something that's going to stand out. So, ex-English teacher or UK online expert or ex-boxer or ex-ski instructor, all ones that I've used. Just something out of the ordinary that's kind of sort of grabbed their attention. Then I like to use a grab a word like discover or reveals. So, that could be ex-English teacher reveals how to create a job replacing income online in 17 days with his affiliate system. So big benefit. What's the major benefit? That's sort of the unique hook, grab a word, how to, huge benefit. Like it should just be an obvious benefit. Big mistake I see people make with headlines is they try to get too cute. You really just want to be really direct and say, here's the problem, here's the solution. In wide time with XYZ mechanism. So how to X in Y time with XYZ mechanism. What I mean by mechanism is in a market like I am or fitness, really they've kind of seen it all. So what I mean by mechanism is it needs to be some sort of unique thing you're using. So it could be how to create high converting video sales letters copy in 21 days with the VSL machine, right? Some sort of weird mechanism. Like in Alex's, I wrote UK online expert reveals, grab a word, how to make $350 per day, big benefit, with a simple 3-page cash machine. That's the mechanism is a simple 3-page cash machine. One of the students, Brad Scott, his was ex-professional skier, reveals, I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head, reveals his Video Profits Pro system for creating $100 paydays in 20 minutes a day. It was something like that. But anyway, that's the headline. Then you go into the post head, which is we really want to add to or augment the main benefit. And this is like the 1-2 knockout punch. So if you look at the whole headline complex, it goes pre-head problem, headline solution, You hit them with the biggest benefit. And then we go into Subhead, which is sort of the 1-2 punch, make it even better. So what I like to do with the Subhead is I like to show them how they can get the result quicker or easier, or how it's guaranteed. So in the example of the Ultimate Profit Empire, it was UK online expert reveals how to get a job that makes $350 per day with a simple 3-page cash machine. And then the Subhead, the post said, plus he's giving you his 3-page cash machine template so you can have your very own money getting website online today. So again, that's quicker because you're getting the templates, and also easier because you're getting the template. So it's quicker and easier using that Subhead. So that's really the entire headline complex that I use. Then I go into proof. And I think this is really key. Something that I observed from Don Wilson, and notice all of his sales letters said massive amounts of proof right away. And I actually had seen it before, like a lot of the top ones in ClickBank. You'll notice it goes headline and then proof. Obviously it works. So I started doing it with all of my sales letters, and they worked really well. And that's what I recommend. Is so after you have that headline, lead with proof. Make those big promises. And it's smart too, because you always want to back up claims with proof. So we lead with proof. Again, as much proof as possible. Like I've seen Don Wilson just do the entire page of proof. I've seen ones on ClickBank. It's just proof after proof after proof going down. So that's the next section. If you look at how I did it for Alex's, it's the proof is testimonial. So we go right into that, and then into the deck copy. So I use the deck copy here. Basically, this is sort of the lead. My default lead, which is I ask some questions to show that I understand where the prospect is, to remind them that they're frustrated, to remind them of their pain, to get them into a state to realize, like, okay, I'm reading this because I have a problem, and I want to also show them that I understand what pain they're going through. So build a little connection with this piece, and then quickly remind them again using that complex of problem solution. Like problem solution, kind of a recurring theme. So problem, you have these pain, but there is a solution. So let me pull up the one I did with Alex. So let's be real. If you're sick and tired of buying products that don't deliver, you're lost and overwhelmed with information overload, but you're still looking for a missing puzzle piece. And then these are the problems. So it's a little different here. You're going to be hard pressed to find anyone with more success stories in the warrior form than this guy. So again, big claim, and kind of that reassurance, like, okay, do you suffer from these experiences? Like you're buying all these products, you have information alone, but I'm a dude who has the answer. So kind of relax. And then also builds a little intrigue. Then it goes into just picture of you. If you can, have a nice professional photo. It's a letter, so who it's from and then what it's about. So this is like writing awesome sales copy. And then simply go into it. Hey there, it's your name, and then quick introduction of who you are, your expertise. You want to give a little quick bio. I've been online for 5 years, or over the past 15 years I've been helping overweight women lose weight quickly, fastly, without crash diets or whatever. And then, so just basically introduce who you are, quickly establish your authority. And then what I like to do is go immediately into the story. Say something like, but it hasn't always been like this. And then I go into this, which is really the bond section, which is in this section, what you want to do is you want to kind of lead into the story. So you could say, here's the story. And then boom, right into your story, which in the story, you talk about how you used to have the problem that they are now experiencing. And it's really important. You want to let them know that you didn't always have the answers, and that you understand what it's like to be where they are right now. So the more descriptive and accurately you can describe this, the better. That's going to really help you bond and form that connection, which is really key. And the more empathy and the ability you have to relate with them, what it's like to have this problem and how it affects other areas of their life, the better this section is going to be. So I call this section the bond. And again, the idea is to have them re-experience that pain, but also to let them know that, hey, I get where you're coming from. I understand what it's like to have this problem. And then we go into the next section, but then it changed. And then but then it changed section is continuing the story of basically how you found or stumbled upon the solution to the problem that they are experiencing. And then it's letting them know once you found this solution, whether it was from a mentor, whether it was from, testing, whatever your story happened to be, letting them know that you found a solution and then showing them, okay, here's how awesome life is once this problem is fixed, So what happened in your life once you solve this problem? And it's like movies. I forget the exact word, but it's like you want them to be experiencing, almost using you as a proxy, so that they're experiencing this journey, this A to B journey, which is really what it is. Point A, they have the problem. Point B, life is great. And you want them to experience that through this story section. If you look at the sales letter, I'm going to pull up Alex's sales letter. Same thing. So again, from who, nice picture of him on stage developing authority. So, dear overwhelmed marketer, my name is Alex Jeffries. Maybe you've heard of me, but if you haven't, quick positioning. Over the past several years, I've generated millions of dollars online, but more importantly, I've helped my customers make tens of millions of dollars from the very same system I'm about to share with you. And then Alex has this great video which goes into his story. It's really well done. And it does essentially what you want the bond to do. So when we were writing this and I saw this video Alex had, I was like, you know what, let's just stick this in here because it goes over his entire story, has his family involved, it covers everything. So it's a really good kind of like the bond is all within this video. And I guess you consider this a video sales letter. So, it can be done in video. So the bond, and then what I like to go into after the bond, you want to transition to the product, and the way you do that is sort of like the unified solution. So the fact that you've shared this with others, and then you could be like the reluctant hero, or it could be like this was so good you had to share it with the world. And really what I want to get across here, the important component is you want to have a reason why. Like, why are you sharing this other than the money? It can't be, oh, I'm sharing this because I want to make $1 million. I guess you can a little bit, but you really want to have a reason why you're getting this out. Like, why are they going to have this opportunity to get this information? It could be that you struggle so long and you don't want them to go through it. It could be, when you started online, when you started trying to figure out how to lose weight, you vowed that the moment you figured this out, because you struggled and it was so painful, that you would start to share this with the world. Or it could be, you let a friend know about it and he had an amazing result, and then you had people coming to you, and before you knew it, lots of people were asking you for your magical advice, and you just realized that you were really ripping the world off if you didn't get this out. So you have to have that reason why you're getting this out. And again, Alex says we go right into it. So here's the reason why. You're probably wondering why I'm writing this letter. Here's the reason why, I'm writing this letter, and here it is. The system wasn't born overnight. This was honed over years, sweat and tears, trying to bring you a brand new final version of it. Recently, I taught this exact system to a small group of 50 coaching clients who each paid $5,000 to discover this. Instantly, I saw faster successes than I ever produced before with my students. Every single one of the 50 clients knew exactly what was needed to do to build a real online business because it was that simple. Just 3 basic websites. Success stories started to pour in, introducing, then we go right into it. So hopefully you guys are seeing this, because this is the magic right here. I mean, this is same thing, same template for the super list. It's one of the best sales letters on JVZoo. So this is it. So Subhead introduced the product, image of the product, and then I like to do this, which is basically, this is This is name of the system, is a step-by-step system that gives you everything you need to major benefit, and then let them know what they're getting. So really important, you want to let them know exactly what they're getting. Sell the features here, like of what they're getting. I see a big mistake that when I critique sales copy, it's like, introducing this product. Here's what we're going to do for you. It's like, okay, well, what am I getting? Is it PDFs? Is it mind maps? Is it videos? Is it like, what is it? What am I getting? So you want to include that. And then what I like to do is cover the objections right away, because immediately they're going, this won't work for me. And then so I like this section, this will work, even if all the objections, just pull that off of that objection sheet, and then include the major benefits again, and you've held nothing back. And then we go into, here's what's inside. Here's a clip, and then here's a small sample of what you'll learn. So I like to go right into the components. And again, giving them benefit language, giving it a value, and then all the bullets. Like, you should have written these bullets beforehand. So now you're just filling in those bullets of all the different components. And the bullets go down to, but wait, there's more, your bonuses. And then from there, they're asking, what's the cost of this? And then you take all those components, like the instant funnel cash, $47. How to pick a slam dunk niche market every time, $27. Funnel magic, $97. Funnel conversion secrets, $197. The autopilot free traffic system. See all the benefit language. The back-end cash machine, $97. Combined value, whatever. For those who act fast, you're also getting, the money getting funnel checklist and process map. Money getting funnel copy and profit swipe file. See how benefit, instead of just saying you're getting behind the scenes of a six-figure sales letter. And that's adding up the value. So we're starting the value calculation. So if we go back, getting kind of ahead of you. Here we go. Ultimate Profit Empire. Step-by-step system giving you everything you need to have your very own profitable online business in any niche. This radical, simple approach to making money online will work for you even if, and here's the objections, I don't have anything to sell. I'm not an expert. I'm not an authority figure. I have 0 affiliate or JV partners. I have no idea or niche. I have very limited capitals, and I have 0 technical skills. And even if you think you've tried everything, which a lot of them have. So again, these are just coming from that objection list. And just by covering this, you'll be surprised how much better your sales letters will convert. How many people leave this out? Because you know what? There's going to be people that will read that where they go, I have no idea, no niche. This is not going to work for me. I'm not going to buy it. I don't know my niche. Or, this is probably going to cost hundreds of dollars to set up. I have limited capital. So again, we're just covering that. In the Ultimate Profit Empire, nothing is held back. Every trick, again, this is an objection here because people think when you're selling stuff for cheap that you're holding stuff back. So again, we want to address that. Nothing is held back. Every trick, every resource, every secret is all explained into step-by-step detail, ready for you to copy and profit. These advanced strategies you can use in your business take you from $0 to $1,000 per day and beyond. And anytime you're making a lot of claims, back it up with proof. So again, inside the members area, you'll learn the 7 dead simple steps to having your very own fully automated cash machine. Let's break this down. Again, here we go. Instead of just saying the quick start video, it's the cash now quick start video. And then this is the bullet. You'll learn in a truly step-by-step fashion why this is the absolute proven best method for making money online, and discover how the system actually works, why it works, and what to do right away starting today. Value 27. See, I use the same stuff over again. Instead of saying product creation, 60-minute product creation, just more benefit. All the modules, all the bullets. And then this is, yes, I agree, this is life-changing information. And then, again, this is, on top of that, I've included transcription of all the videos, MP3s, 24/7. With that said, what would a system be like that works for you? Here we tease the price. You can look at this, ultimateprofitempire.com, and then right into the bonuses. So the bonuses right here. And then, like I said, same thing. Bonuses, same exact thing. Your component, value, bullet. Component, value, benefit, bullet. So then we get to here, which is now same thing. We're adding up the price. By now you're probably thinking, Alex, what's it going to cost? Recap the offer in a graphic so they could see everything they're getting. Done for you, cash machine templates, copy and profit, email swipe files. Like, doing this alone, just the benefit language, which is what I was talking about, makes your offer that much more powerful. Because again, humans, like, this is one of the, I would say, if people are always like, oh, you're such a good copywriter, I don't really think I'm good, and I'm good because of this. Like, I'm good because I'm good at crafting offers. Like, this offer right here, well, I'm good for multiple reasons, but this, I think, is one of my kind of key things I do, because I see a lot of even guys that are, like, everyone says that are good copywriters that are missing this. Like adding the benefit language just increases that perceived value. The whole thing is about having that huge perceived value of what they're getting and then dropping it down. So that's what we're doing. We're reaching the perceived value. And then from here, we're doing our price justification. We're justifying our price. So again, we want to use the comparison. So it's like, you always want to show really high numbers if you can, because it's going to make, by comparison, that number that you show them look smaller. So this is, let me pull up the Salesletter template again. This is something that I learned. I used to raise money for the university I went to on the phone. I was one of the top guys raising money on the phone. And one of the secrets was to ask for a lot of money up front to just get that big number in their head. So our script, we'd ask for a donation of $1,000 for the school. And of course, no one takes $1,000, but just that $1,000 is now that big number in their head. So when you wind up getting $100, doesn't seem that much. Like, if you just go off the bat and say, hey, would you like to donate $100? They're like, get out of here. But if you do 1,000 and then you ask for 100, it seems a lot less. See what I'm saying? And a lot of people who struggled raising money on the phone, they wouldn't ask for that big number. What I actually did was I would ask for 5,000, knowing I wouldn't get it. And then I'd drop to 1,000. And then by the time, I kept asking, because you'd ask, 3 or 4 times as you drop down the levels of donation to the school, I'd be asking for, $100 donation or a $200 donation. I'd get it. When they had 5,000 in their head and now they're given 200, doesn't seem like that much. And that's sort of what we're doing here. And we're also comparing apples to oranges. So like I said, you want to compare like the cost of your coaching to information. Again, it's not the same thing, but if you were to hire me as a coach, it'd cost $1 billion. If you were to develop this software, it'd cost you $50 million. And this has to be real too. Like, you can't just make this stuff up. I'm just kind of doing it for fun in here. But if your experiment via and trial and error, it would take you 50 years. So again, you want to translate the value by the currency of money, time, and work. So how much would it take them in money if they were to do this on their own? How much would it cost in time if they were to do this on their own? People assign a value to time and work, But don't worry, you won't pay that. And then you want to have a reason why it's so cheap, and then reveal the price, and then have a buy now button. So if you look at what we did here, for me to coach you one-on-one, you'd be paying a minimum of $38.60, even if we talk for 60 money and people pay it. Why? The value that you gain in 60 minutes with me is way more valuable than a small fee of $38.60. But again, we're putting that big number in their head. If you were to somehow figure this out on your own, it would cost you countless hours of trial and error plus tens of thousands of dollars, let alone the hundreds of thousands of dollars left on the table by wasting the next few years trying to work it on your own. Another cost, which is lost opportunity. It would also cost you the stress and uncertainty. Again, this is that currency of work, the stress and uncertainty of working, never knowing if you're taking the right steps for due to the massive transformation value of this information. This will sell for $197 when it's released to the general public, and that's a serious deal. But you won't pay that. You see, and now we're getting to the reason why. You see, I know what it's like to go through the struggle. I know just how much crap is out there when it comes to making money online. For that reason, I decided to virtually give away the ultimate profit empire for a ridiculously low price anyone serious could afford. And again, the reason why I'm doing this is my way to give back. At this point, I don't need the money. What excites me is new success stories that I have helped create. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning, and I'm positive this training will create more success stories than any other of its kind. That said, you get instant access to the Ultimate Profit Empire Reloaded for one time low investment of $11. And then scarcity, the catch is you must order quickly because the price is doubling. You're protected by my guarantee. Don't believe a word I say. Here's the summarize the deal. Done. So let me just show you. We'll go back to the template. So boom, right there. Then, so don't, here's the reason why. That said, you get instant access. So again, when you're doing this for your own, you're just going to have your own reasons why, your own value justification, but you're going to follow this formula. Really important. I mean, if you do this, your sales copy is going to be rocking. Button, then your guarantee, then your urgency, which is optional, but I highly recommend it. Like why, what's going to get them off the fence. Then don't take my word for it. Testimonials. And then the close, which is, I always use a crosswords close, which I really want to say, like, here's a, and I learned this from Clayton Makepeace, which is like, you're at a fork in the road. You have option 1, option 2. So what I like to do is option 1, you leave this page and go back to having the problem and let them know the cost of staying where they are. Like they're paying, like one of the things, one of the guys that I coached with a little bit last year, like he was really big in driving this principle home. Is like, you're paying a price no matter what. You're always paying a price. There's a cost that you're paying right now for not stepping up and taking the action and doing things. Like they're already paying the cost. So do they pay the cost of going back to having this problem and all of the symptoms that problem has and how it affects every area of the life? So we really, like, what I want to do here is show them, like, all right, you could go back and continue to struggle, continue to have financial problems, continue to be 15 pounds overweight, continue to not feel confident, continue to not want to take your shirt off, continue to have a lack of low energy, continue all the negative things, or option 2, which is, do the only sensible thing and grab this offer now, risk-free. It's backed by a full 30 and receive, and then a quick summary, all for a special low price. And that's it. Like that's a crosswords close. And then I say, hit the buy now button. And what I'd like to do here is show them, to command them exactly what to do. Hit the buy button now, and within 2 minutes you'll be learning and discovering how to triple your testosterone in 33 days with the 3x testosterone system. This is the mechanism. So hit the big buy now button now. Within 2 minutes, you'll be discovering how to get 6-pack abs with the 6-pack ab magic system. Something like that. But anyway, you get the idea. And then, click the buy now button below now. Strong command. Tell them what to do. John Carlton calls it selling from your heels. You don't want to do that. Tell them exactly what to do. You want them to click the buy now button because it's going to change their life. That button, thank them for reading the letter. Wow. Thank them for reading the letter and assume the close. Just say, like I like to say, thanks so much for reading this letter. I really enjoyed writing it. Hope you enjoyed reading it. And look forward to catching you inside of the members area. Or, thanks so much for your time. I know it's valuable. Thanks for reading this letter. And really hope to see you inside the members area. Sign off, Mike Marin, best Mike Marin. And then I do 2 closes here, which I do a logical close and I do an emotional close. So logic close is just simply the remind. I like to say, like it's fully guaranteed. It only makes sense due to the limited time nature of this offer. And then also remind them why they're here. You've read this far for a reason. You obviously you wouldn't have read this whole thing if you weren't looking for a solution. And listen, this is it. Plus it's risk free. So I call it the remind. Remind them logically, and also remind them logically why they're there. And then I go into the warning. So this is the last kind of shot that I throw, which is the warning, which is just the cost of inaction. The greatest risk is doing nothing at all. The definition of sanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Anything like that, just warning them what's going to happen if they don't take action. So I think I wrote for this one was like, I can guarantee that. So here's the PS for Alex is. So again, if you look at this, same thing. So here's a deal. You could continue to struggle, make money online, continue spinning your wheels, or even worse, wasting your time picking up one. Or you can grab this right now, risk-free, and receive summary of the offer, all for a special load time price, $11. And even at this massive discount, you're still covered by my 30-day ironclad money-back guarantee. You will not regret buying this. Hit the buy now button, and within 2 minutes, you will be watching and discovering how to create an online business that brings you cold, hard cash day in and day out, practically on autopilot. This may just change your business and life like it has done for myself and many others. So like, this is important, just the may, it kind of softens that. Again, like when I'm talking about reading through it, this is like that example I was trying to explain of the BS test. I think I wrote, this is going to change your business and your life. And it's like BS, that's a bunch of bull. So you can soften it by these words like, this may just change your life. Can't really say, who knows? This may just, it might just change my life. And for a lot of people it has. They've picked this up and now they're part of Alex's coaching and they're getting the right information that they need to succeed online. And so, again, the BS. But anyway, let's go back. So, video. This is Alex Jeffries. I'm so happy that you managed to read this letter in time. And I'm excited to see how you take your business to the next level and start living the life you deserve. See you on the inside. And then we got, please don't delay. You've seen the case studies. You've seen the proof. Like logic. This is a remind. And with the time-sensitive bonus, if you pick this up today, you'll save a fortune. Click the buy now button and get started immediately. So that's the remind. And then this is the logical close. So if you don't act now, will things still stay the same? Will you still be working your day job? Will you still be playing I Am in your spare time and dreaming about a life of freedom? It's up to you. A few weeks from now, you can merely be a few weeks older, or you can be well on your way to building a business to live your dreams out. So that's it. And then the final buy now button. But really, the warning. So just warn them what's going to happen. Warn them that they are making a decision. I think on the super list I wrote, I could guarantee you this. If you do nothing, nothing's going to change. Like, pretty bold statement, but absolutely true. And this all kind of comes and, so it's up to you. A month from today, you could be nothing more than 30 days older, or you can be on your way to getting rich. You decide. Like, great ending close. And that's it. That's really the sales letter. And I sort of just fill it in. So again, if you look at my flow, I start here. So I start writing from here. I start filling in the template here. Then I write the bullet second. Usually I'll really write all of this. Just filling all that in. And then finally I'll come up and I will start to fill out the headline and the offer. Like normally I write this whole bond, but then it changed last, Sometimes I have the headline and then I start writing this, filling in the story in last. For me, the hardest thing for me to write is the intro to here. So I usually write that last, just the way that I do it. Usually I got, which that's the headline and lead. So the headline and lead, like I said on my flowchart, goes last. So I have everything else done. And again, that's the flow, and it works. So go out, take this sales letter, use it, apply it, take your own stuff, throw it into this. This is it. This is how you write copy that works. Really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I hoped, as much as I enjoyed making it. So with that said, I'll catch you guys later.